So this is actually really good news, the fact that biblical hope relies on God's character, because the more we get to know God's character, the more hope we can have. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melody and I make faith-based content here on YouTube. I post new videos usually every Tuesday, but for the next few months, it's going to be every other Tuesday. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you join the family. I am in a very crazy transitional phase of my life, recently engaged, planning our wedding, buying a house. So I would absolutely love to have you guys join us along on this journey if that is something that you are interested in. And for all my returning subscribers, hello guys. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and hop into today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be tackling biblical hope and really just talking about how we can have more hope in our lives, and also defining what is biblical hope and how does that differ from worldly hope, or what I think worldly hope really comes down to is optimism. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely be sure to keep on watching. I'm really excited to tackle this topic, especially as we are approaching Christmas. This season is all about hope and the hope that Jesus brought when he came to this world. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, we are going to define biblical hope and we're going to compare that to worldly hope. So let's start with worldly hope. Often worldly hope looks like optimism. And optimism is something that I think can be very helpful in your life. I think there's nothing wrong with being an optimistic person or anything like that, but it's really important to not confuse optimism with hope. So optimism. Optimism or worldly hope is really looking at any given circumstance and choosing to see how it can work out for the best. Another way for me to put that is being in a circumstance and seeing what is the good that can come out of this circumstance. So the problem with this version of optimism and why we shouldn't confuse it with hope is because biblical hope doesn't depend on a circumstance. Biblical hope relies on God's character to determine that our future will likely look better than our present or our past. So it's not choosing to see the bright side of something, it's choosing to have faith and hope in God and his character. So this is actually really good news, the fact that biblical hope relies on God's character, because the more we get to know God's character, the more hope we can have. This is also really great news because God's past faithfulness can be a motivator for our hope in his future goodness. Christian hope is bold. It believes that God is gonna come back for us, okay? We are going to be living in eternity with him in heaven. This life here on earth is but a vapor. We are here and gone, but we spend eternity with him, and we have hope in that, if nothing else. So let's talk about God's character as a basis for our hope. What are some of the characteristics that you have seen God portray in your life or exemplify in the Bible? I know personally, just from reading the Bible and also experiencing God's faithfulness in my life, I have seen him be forgiving, loving, kind, generous, trustworthy, a good father. I always go back to that one. God is kind, God is just, God is full of mercy, and he is quick to give it as well. But not just that. God is a redeemer, he's a restorer, he is fair, he is just, he is full of mercy, full of loving kindness. So I just encourage you guys this holiday season and beyond, honestly, like it doesn't just have to stick to these last few days of the year. I encourage you to take this practice into the new year 2021 and beyond. Take this into your walk with God daily. I encourage you guys to get to know God's character, because again, the more we know God's character, the more we have a firm understanding of who he is, the more hope we can have. So with all that being said, I'm going to have a downloadable for you in the description box. This downloadable is going to be a list of Bible verses that you can reference to get to know God's character. And also, as always, I want you guys to share in the comments below What is God's character to you, or who has God revealed himself to be through your reading in the Bible, or just who he has been in your life? Who is God to you? What is his character like? Describe him to us. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I look forward to coming back on here. Again, we're going to be posting every other Tuesday. So I'm super excited to see you guys in my next video. Let me know in the comments below, answer those questions. I look forward to reading through your guys' responses, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.